Item 18 is our SPLOST resolution authorizing a budget amendment from SPLOST 4, the countywide police station, to District 5 New Park in Fairview. And we're going to invite Mr. Burkhalter to come up and make the presentation.
I just want to make a couple of comments. The first comment is that these monies, although they're in the countywide budget, they were voted specifically into District 5 for a police station. The reason why I added this project to the at the police station to the SPLOST years ago is because at that particular time there was a lot of discussion about Stockbridge starting their own police station. Since that time, circumstances have changed. We have already moved $2 million out of that particular budget specifically for economic development and safety issues in the Fairview area. And I'm asking that we can use the other $2 million that specifically is in the budget for District 5, voted in by the voters of Henry County, to provide safety for the children and the adults, to protect the people in my district from being hit by cars and other things as such. So I'm asking the board for their support. We have a number of people here that live in that particular area where you have cars driving in excess of 60, 70, 80 miles an hour. And when that park opens up, it's going to be a major attraction, not just for the people in Henry County, but it's going to be a major attraction across the Atlanta region. It's a mix between Piedmont Park and Centennial Olympic Park. There's walking trails, there's soccer, lacrosse, and football fields. So you're going to have thousands and thousands of people in that particular area on a daily basis. That park is a destination park. That park was built to help spur even more economic development for the businesses in that area and to help attract new businesses to the area. So for a county that's approaching 300,000, we should be thinking big. We shouldn't be thinking small. We've thought small for years, and that's why we're in the situation we're in today. Let's think big. Let's try to make the investments that are going to bring the businesses to Henry County that we need. High tech, cybersecurity, those are the businesses we need in Henry County. We have to move away from these warehouses. The 18-wheelers are killing our infrastructure. We don't have the tax revenue to fix our roads. Let's do the things that are going to bring that economic development that we need. Our development authority can't continue to be focused on bringing warehouses to Henry County. Now, we're going to be a board that wants to attract an educated demographic to Henry County, and we want to be a county that's going to be a player in the future. Let's do the things that make sense. Don't take these the voters' rights away. They voted to have this money allocated in the Fairview community. It says police station, North Henry County, Fairview area. This money cannot be used anywhere else. Please don't deny these citizens the right to have paths to protect their children.
Thank you, Commissioner.
And I think that having that police station at East Atlanta and Fairview has had a significant impact on reducing crime. I don't get calls from citizens regarding we don't have enough protection. I get calls saying we have too much police.
Chair, Commissioners, good morning again. In November of 2013, the voters of Henry County approved the SPLOST 4 referendum, which included funds for District 5 New Park. Construction of the District 5 New Park was approved with resolution number 15-401. The District 5 Commissioner requests additional work to be performed at the District 5 New Park. The new work consists of additional pavilions and structures, an 8-foot wide multi-use paths along Fairview Road connecting District 5 New Park to the Dekalb County line. A budget amendment is necessary to transfer $2 million from the SPLOST 4 countywide police station, SP 4013, to the SPLOST 4 District 5 New Park to cover the cost of this additional work.
The next question I have, I know we took $2 million out of the capital and put into this park before, and it was mentioned to me that we weren't going to need but $2 million to build this precinct. Are you under the impression that we don't need that precinct in the 5th District?
And I've already confirmed that the trails are legal. We have, that area is a very dense community. It's highly populated, and given the fact that that is a destination park, these citizens need trails to keep them safe. That's just the bottom line. And that's been the case in every single splosh.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is not a unique situation. In every single splosh, there are projects that have gone from splosh 1 to splosh 2 to splosh. There are projects that were on splosh 1 that still haven't been completed. So this is not an issue. This is not an issue whatsoever. The next splosh we'll be working on within the next couple of years, and you know, if Stockbridge decides at that particular time that they're going to move forward with their own precinct, their own police department, then we'll put it back on the next splosh. I don't understand the issue. These are funds that were allocated, voted on specifically for the Fairview area. They can't be moved anywhere else. Building a police station and not talk about funding operations. That's going to add you a couple more millions on top of construction of a structure. So again, I think this $2 million will be far better used for the protection of our children, and it's a priority. If I had to put them both together, this would far outweigh the need of a police station in an area that is relatively safe.
The floor is now open for a motion.
So move.
A second.
We have a first and a second. Now, the floor is open for discussion. It is phenomenal. I have driven there. It is beautiful. There is already some sidewalks around Fairview Road. There are some sidewalks inside the park. What I'm speaking about now, these are some new additions that is not and was not included in the original scope of the project. When this first came to the table, the $2 million that we're now speaking about was supposed to come from the intersection improvement of East Atlanta and Thurman Road at Flat Rock. That is a safety concern. That is an intersection. That is an opportunity to improve the roads in this area. Now we're speaking about moving $2 million from a public safety facility. We don't know what the city of Stockbridge is going to do, but we do need to identify that these have been priorities that the citizens have identified. So I am in favor of, if we call it sidewalks, additional pavilions, I hope that we will even have even greater network trails throughout Henry County. But what I'm not in favor of is taking money of a new scope of a project and allocating it to something that the voters have not really included in their original scope.
If you're looking for economic development and the money is in that particular district, why would you vote against it? Why would you speak against it? That's not leadership. Chairman, if you support the safety of these African American kids, support them. Don't look to send our money down to the southern part of the county. We've gone through that for far too long. This community is on the upswing. This money is in our district, is in our budget to fund the safety apparatus for this district. There is no higher priority than the safety of these kids, and these trails are going to give them the safety that they need to get back and forth to the park. So I'm sorry. I just had to let you know. I just don't think you're the right person for the job. I don't. That song and dance you just gave is just absolutely ludicrous. Go get a grant. I have the money in my budget. It's right here. District 5, Fairview Road, police station. We've already allocated $2 million towards it. The reason why we had to allocate $2 million is because costs have increased, and they continue to increase.
Commissioner Parham, any other comments?
I don't really have any other comments. I'm not convinced don't need that precinct. That's all the comment I'm gonna make.
Okay, any other comments, Commissioner Wilson?
I'd like the motion to table until I can figure out where we can get some input from the police department, Stockbridge, and get that's where I would table it until we get more input.
All right, wait a minute, then Commissioner Holmes, I think he
don't-
originally made the motion, so we
I
have to have his permission to amend
I
it.
don't agree with tabling it. We have the money. I don't understand where all the talk about grants and all those things are coming from. The money is in District 5's budget. Ron does have an estimate on what the trails are going to cost. They're going to cost $1.2, $1.3 million to do the trails. These trails are legal under SPLOST, according to our attorney. So I don't understand what the pushback is. This is a public safety issue for our community, and to deny these residents the ability to be safe is not what we were elected to do.
Well, thank you. I'm going to ask our county attorney to motion failed. All right, we're back to the original motion, which is to approve this budget amendment. And we had a second. We've had discussion. All in favor, raise your hands. 3. All in opposition, raise your hand. 3. So we will move on to the next item.